guys, welcome to my crib. Hi everyone, I am Louise, this is Sewing Daze, and come on in and I'll give you a tour. So this is Sewing Daze. This is our fabric shop, yarn shop and haberdashery shop here in Cambridgeshire in the UK. We are about to come out of our third lockdown from COVID-19, so we thought it would be the perfect time to show you guys what we've been up to during lockdown. So over the last year we've made quite a few changes in the shop, we've painted some things, we've moved some things. I thought it would be a great time to show you guys how it will be when we reopen. Obviously we'll still have the online shop, we'll still be doing click and collect, we'll still be posting things out, so you can place all of your orders on the website, which I will post just down here. But if you are coming into the shop or you're interested and nosy to know what it looks like, then keep watching this video and we will show you how it looks. Also guys, if you do want to keep up to date with everything that's going on in the shop and with me, you can like this video, subscribe to our channel and click the little bell notification and it will let you know every time we post a new video on a Tuesday. So let's get started. First up, here is our yarn section. Now when we first opened the shop back in 2017, I wasn't even going to have a yarn section in the shop, but then so many of you guys kept asking for it that it's slowly grown and grown and grown, and now it's a third of the entire shop. So we have everything here from double knit, 4-ply, Aran, chunky, super chunky. We have cotton, acrylic, all sorts of different yarns, and you guys are always asking for something different, so our stock is constantly changing. And we have a few samples out as well, because I know you guys like to see what you can do with this stock and also give you a few ideas of what you can make. And we always have the lovely Billy here, named after the bookcase, who is always wearing something knitted that you guys can get the pattern for and make for yourselves. This mannequin doesn't have a name yet, so if you can think of any ideas. Obviously the other one is IKEA themed and most of our furniture is from there, so if you can think of a great name for this little mannequin, that would be amazing. Leave it in the comments below and I will pick one in a couple of weeks. We also obviously have all of our knitting accessories and crochet accessories here, and then our dresser, which has got all of our snuggly baby yarn on it. This was painted during our refurb a couple of weeks ago, so if you want to see how the shop has changed and what it looked like before, you can click down below, and up here as well I will link to the vlog of our shop refurb video that we did a little while ago. So moving over here, we have this thread tower, which is relatively new to us actually, but so many of you have been asking for it. There's 590 odd different threads, metallic, all sorts of things, so if you can't find the colour here, it probably doesn't exist. We then have the buttons, which are my favourite things. I absolutely love it. If I could have had like a sweet shop, you know, with like lots of jars of buttons, that would have been great, but you have to sell a lot of buttons to pay your rent. So this is a compromise. If there's tons of buttons in here, obviously at the moment we are limiting the amount you can touch them. Like, we don't want people to touch them unless you're actually going to buy them, or you can ask us. They are definitely one of my favourites and super colourful as well. Then over here we have our kits table. So we have lots of kits all of the time, really great for gifts, really great for something to keep you busy in an afternoon, especially with our unpredictable British weather. Like, you never know, sunny one day, snowy the next. So it's always great to have one of these. I always keep one at home, so if I need something to do when I can't go out, they keep me busy. Over here we have our polycottons as well. These have moved around the shop, I don't even know how many times, but I think this might be where they end up staying. So we have patterned ones, we now have our full rainbow of plain ones as well. These were super popular last year for making scrubs for the NHS, and we have loads back in stock, as well as extra wide cotton poplin weight fabric. These are all lovely, great accessories for you guys. They're sort of fun, more fun accessories rather than like your basic haberdashery. So rather than just knitting or sewing activities, there's things like pom-pom makers and French dolls and craft glue, pipe cleaners, things like that. So it's a bit more of like a crafty area. Then over here we obviously have our fleece under the table, solid colours and patterns. It goes all the way around. And then on top we have one of my favourite parts of the shop, which is our fat quarters. So for those of you who don't know, a fat quarter is half a metre of fabric cut in half through the middle. So rather than having a 25cm strip, you have a piece that's about 55cm by 45cm. So that's about 18 inches by 22 inches. Some people find it a lot more useful because you can have something slightly wider, but not a full £1/2 metre of fabric. We have those all here pre-cut. You can have them off the bolt as well as a fat quarter, but these are the ones that end up being in the £3 each or 4 for 10 deal. And then on this side we have all of our pre-packed bundles. So you get a mixture all together, put together for you. So if you're not sure which ones complement each other, or you just don't want to get a bit of a selection and see what happens, these ones are really, really great too. We also have panels, so this is a really great way to do a quick project. I always keep a couple at home for if I've got an afternoon free, because you can make lots of things with them relatively quickly. And then we have the fabric wall. It is one of my favourite parts of the shop. I love the colours, I love the rainbow, I love the mixture. It is really, really cool. So we start with our plain colours up this end and our linen textures. These are all of our basics, so they're blenders. People don't always put a plain colour in their quilts or their projects. Sometimes I'm all about pattern and it looks really, really great, but sometimes you need something a little bit more neutral to bring it down a bit so that you can make your patterns pop. And the linen textures, the solid colours and things like the little polka dots, freckled dot and the white on white or tone on tone ones are really, really great for that. Then we move into all of the fun patterns. So these ones change all the time. When we get a patterned fabric in, it pretty much, once it's gone, it's gone. We don't reorder anything, and we can't reorder most of it. So if you ever see anything you like on the website or in the shop, it's best to get it, because we can't guarantee A, how long it's going to be around, or B, if we can get it again. So these ones are really, really popular all the time. And we have such a good mixture, from kids prints to a bit more mature ones, florals, animals, all sorts of things. It's always worth coming and having a look if you need a bit of inspiration for your next project. Down here we have some cotton poplins. They're a slightly lighter weight, still 100% cotton, but a lighter weight fabric. So we also have our Christmas fabric down here. I absolutely love Christmas. We keep the Christmas fabric out all year round, because also you guys do lots of making all year round for Christmas. Crafters don't just make at Christmas, because quite often you're doing a craft fair or you're making gifts for people and you want to get them started ahead of time. And most of our big Christmas fabric comes in June and July for later that year, and we end up with a bigger selection and it goes back into the wall. Another relatively new thing to the shop, but definitely new to the website, is our remnants. These are end of bolts, so when we get to the end of a bolt and we might have like a little random funny little bit, they all go in here. They start at £1.50, but obviously depending on the size of them, the price goes up from there. Really, really great if you want bits of things to do a project rather than a whole fat quarter or 25 centimetres, you just need a little bit of something. These ones are really great. So some of them are on the website, the bigger pieces are on there, but most of it is in store only. So if you do want to get any bits, it is worth popping in and making sure that you check this out when you come into the shop. So over here as well we have all our bindings and ribbons and all of our trims. They're all over here. Again, another rainbow. Then up here we have all of our accessories. Now, so many of you guys ask for different things for quilting. You ask for different scissors, needles, anything that makes your life a little bit easier. Everything we have is up here, and if we don't have it, we can try and find it for you guys. But this is definitely where a lot of you guys head. But we also then have over here all of our threads. We stopped Metler threads. A lot of you asked for Gutermann, but my machine likes Metler more than it likes Gutermann threads. They're all pretty much of a muchness, but for me, I personally like these, and they are slightly cheaper per reel as well. We have everything from like cotton, poly cottons, extra strong, variegated, poly sheen ones. There's loads of different options, and again, so many colours, so hopefully we have the one you need. Jumping over here, we have all of our wadding. We are always asked for different types of wadding, and a lot of people can't always see it in the main shop, but we keep it tucked around here because it's so bulky. We have different widths, we have different cotton, polyester, some of it's fusible, some of it's heat resistant. There's loads of different things, so if you're looking for some for a project, let us know and we'll do our best to advise you what you need. Then behind me is the workshop section. Now, this sadly hasn't had too much use in the last year, but hopefully, fingers crossed, coming out of the pandemic, we will be able to use it again. So before COVID, we used to teach 3 times a week, 2 or 3 times a week, as well as having 2 social events a week. So I can't wait to get those back. We call them Crafts and Laughs. It's our social event, and people bring whatever they're working on, come have a cup of tea, sit, chat, make friends, and have a bit of a laugh as well. So it's really good fun, and I really, really, really want to bring that back as soon as possible. And then as soon as we can bring classes back and it's safe, it's financially worth it for us and okay for you guys, then we will be doing that. as well. But for now, this area just gets to look pretty. Probably be somewhere for me to work as well, because although I do have my desk, sometimes if I'm sewing, I just like to spread out a bit more. And I also know you guys always like to see what I'm working on as well, so doing it over here you can see as you come in. But over here then is my little nook. So we have the till point. This is where you guys will bring your products if you want them to go through the till, if you want me to cut any fabrics for you, or have any questions. Normally I sit behind here, I've got my little desk. This is probably where you'll see me as you come in the door, wave through. It does get a little bit messy over here sometimes, but only I can see it, so it doesn't matter too much. The other thing you may notice about our till, which is relatively new in the last year or so, as you can imagine, is our screen. Now, to make it safe for you guys, to make it safe for us, to keep everything COVID secure, we had this perspex screen put in. It goes the full length of the desk and then goes along here as well. So I'm enclosed in my little bubble, my little cage, that it just makes it a little bit safer for everyone. Now, a lot of you ask me what this line is for in my desk when you see it. So I lay the fabric out, and if I'm measuring to a metre or half a metre, it goes to there. My scissors fit in the gap, and then I can cut the fabric up to make sure I always do a straight cut. But that's it really, guys. That is our full shop. It's not massive, but we absolutely love it, and like I said, it's all online as well. I really can't wait for you guys to come back in. The day you're seeing this is the day that we are opening again, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. It has definitely grown over the last 3.5 years, and I'm really proud of how it's been and the fact that we're still here after a global pandemic. That is mostly up to you guys, because you've been helping us, supporting us mentally by making your purchases, and I really can't wait to have you guys back in here. Like I said before, if you want to stay up to date, you can follow us on social media, which I will put down here, as well as clicking the like button, subscribing to our channel, and then clicking the little notifications bell so you can find out every Tuesday when we post a video. That's it from me. We hope you've enjoyed our tour, and we can get to see you soon here in the shop. But until then, I am Louise, this is Sewing Daze, and we'll see you soon. Have a good day, guys.